Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 2.5, Problem 15. This is Section 2.5, Problem 15. It says divide the fractions 3/10 over 4.5. So, first of all, what we have here, it looks complicated, it's called a complex fraction. You have a fraction over a fraction. The first thing I will do is rewrite the problem in its more traditional division format. So it's the top fraction, which for this problem is 3/10, divided by the bottom fraction, which in this problem is 4.5. Now, when I divide fractions, I'm going to want to change this problem to a multiply and flip the second fraction, but the second fraction can't be flipped yet until I convert it to an improper fraction. The mixed number in the front just doesn't really flip. So I will keep the 3/10. I will keep this as a division problem just for one more step. And the 4.5 I want to convert to an improper fraction. So coming up from the denominator times the whole number in front, I will multiply. So that will be 2 times 4, which is 8. And then I take that result of 8 and I add to the numerator. So I will add my result of 8 plus the numerator 1 more. 8 plus 1 more has a result of 9. So that 4 1/2 can be written as 9/2. That's the same as 4.5. Now I have 3/10 divided by 9/2. Now what I will do is leave the first fraction the way it is. It's 3/10, it'll stay 3/10. I will change the division though to a multiplication, and then I will flip the second fraction or invert it. It'll be written as 2 over 9 instead of 9 over 2. And now I can multiply top times top, bottom times bottom. So top times top, or numerator times numerator, is 3 times 2, which is 6. And the bottom times the bottom, or denominator times denominator, 10 times 9, is 90. Now, can 6 over 90 be reduced? Yes, it can. They're both even, so I can at least cut them in half. Half of 6 is 3, and half of 90 is 45. Now, can I reduce some more? Actually, I can. 3 divides into 3, and it divides into 45. 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 divides into 45 15 times. So the answer is 1/15. Now, notice I had an opportunity to pre-reduce this, and I will get 1/15, and I'll actually get it a little bit more easily if I pre-reduce. Notice 3 on the top, 9 on the bottom. I can reduce those. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 9 3 times. The 2 and the 10 will also reduce. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 10 5 times. Now that I've pre-reduced, top times top, 1 times 1 is 1. Bottom times bottom, 5 times 3 is 15. I get the same answer of 1/15. In this case, I believe it's a little easier if I pre-reduce. Usually it is.